Hello everyone, welcome to DougNutGames. My name is Doug and this is Astro Colony. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time joining us. And if it is the first time you're joining us, you missed a fair amount. We're in Universe 2 now. Which, the further that I get into this game, we've gone through the Stargate to Universe 2, the further I get in this game, the more that I realize I've kind of created a little bit of a mess here. And I spent a long time before I started this episode thinking, it would really be easier if I just started all over again. And I may actually start over again, and certainly I would, if you guys are interested in a complete redo on this, a restart on this thing, then let me know and we can start again, because there's a lot of mess going on here. That's for darn sure. It is a bit of a problem child. Now, why do I say that? Well, for a number of reasons, and some of it's fixable. Like, for example, I've got all these pushers and deciders or timers going right now here. Like here, timers. And what I should have done as soon as I got into the deciders is replaced all the timers with deciders, because I've been wasting a lot of materials on things that I didn't need to waste it on. Like, what's an example of that? Like this. This is a great example of it right here. 10,000 wire. We don't need 10,000 wire. We don't need 15,000 copper wire. We don't need any of that. So that's the kind of stuff that you set up deciders and things like that. And we're going to explore that in a second. But I don't think I'm going to start again right away, unless there's an over abundance of people's, anybody any longtime viewer of this kind of thinking, yeah, well, you should start again. Why not? Then I might. But we're going to tweak this mess a little bit and see where we can get to, because we've got a lot of rebuilding to do. Part of it was inspired because, I don't have very much. I've turned this off now, so I'm starting to accumulate a bit of that now. It got rid of these things, to the timers to filter it out to here, and the timer to filter it out to here. So I've kind of stopped developing some of this stuff, but I've got a whole bunch. Oh, look at that! Oh, I'm going to take some of that. Yes, that's fantastic. I didn't know that I had that in there. That's great. Again, this is these are the kind of things that you can be like 5 seconds, every 5 seconds, eh? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to copy that. And we're going to do this every 5 seconds. And we're going to do that. So we'll start drawing on that a little bit, and we will throw some of this in here. So it's got some stockpile, so that it can continue. We just didn't need all that stock built up in there. Now it'll start to go through that normally. Okay, so what do I mean by deciders and stuff like that? I haven't used them at all, so I had to experiment a little bit. I've set up this little thing. So we've got these gears over here, and they're being supplied by these steel screws in order to make them. We've got 6,300 of these. We don't need any more of these. So stop making them. Well, how do we do that? We're going to set this up. So start here with an inventory sensor. So this is basically, it's hooked up to this. So as soon as you put this down, you can click on the pick device and then pick this storage here. And as you can see, it's got that, and it tells me there's 6,343 of them in there. And then our decider here is connected to that, and it's saying, you know, this, if this supply gets below 400 or greater than 400, then turn off a connected device to it. This is our connected device, which is the pusher. So it's pushing the screws, steel screws, into this manufacturer. So it will only push screws into this if this drops below 400, which is great. That is what we want to do. This is the first time I've set this up, so if I start setting it up again and I screw up, sorry, that's just what's going to happen a bit before I get used to this. So to test it, you can go into this and you can pull out all of that, and away it goes. Starts to pop those in there again. So, and turns it off once I put it back in. So yeah, that is a great thing. So now we start building up our storage of this. But we don't want to build up our storage of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out of here, and we're going to go over here. We're going to go inventory sensor. We'll go like that. The inventory sensor, we're going to pick our device. It's here. And we're going to pick steel screws. There's 3,619 of them there. Now, we want a decider. We're going to pop our decider right here. And in between, we'll pop in this guy. And then over here, we're going to take a pusher there. And we're going to, our resources is going to be this. When this falls below, let's say 200, we're going to turn a device, that device there, on. Uh-oh. Nope. That device, I think I've got this backwards, like so. So, yeah, so that won't let anything through unless this falls below 200. That's great. So now these will start stocking up here. That's on a 12-second routine. Perfect. I like it. So these will back up now. Every 12 seconds, you pop one out there. Okay, now we're cooking. Now here, we don't want this to just funnel that through there anymore. Nor do we want this to funnel that through there anymore. So now we're going to have two things working on here, if we can do it. I don't know if we can or not, but and there's no high pressure to do it yet because we don't have any in here. Okay, so let's set it up. Let's do an inventory sensor here, and this device is going to be here, and it's going to be the iron rods, of which there are now 0. And then we're going to do a decider, which is going to be here, and signal cable like so. And for the moment, I'm going to kill this spot. And for some reason, I don't seem to be capable of getting this resources. So what we want, this greater than, less than thing, I just don't seem to be able to get that right now, but I will. I'll get there. So once this gets up to if we have less than, let's say 100, we'll store up a little extra, store up a little surplus in here, but not too much. And we're going to click that guy there, and that is it. Once it's less than 100, turn that device on. Okay. So we're going to check back in on this shortly and see how we're doing here, because we want to, yeah. And then we need the similar thing over here though, right? Or do we? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Becomes less than 100 turn. I'm not quite sure about this. So that should be pouring those through. Oh, right, because we haven't got this. So we're gonna cram this full. That doesn't quite do it, does it? Because we haven't got this supply nearly as high as that supply is. So we're just going to fill this guy up with, yeah, that doesn't quite work, does it? I mean, it will once that fills up with material, but There. Now, I can take that out of there. Throw in, say 10, just to keep it the same. Just like that. Theoretically, that should work, right? I want to get rid of what I have in my storage here. And actually, I'd like to as well. For some reason, I've got some extra of stuff that I don't want on me here. Get rid of all that. Okay. So that should start, that should work now. We're getting up a little bit high, but that'll work through that, and then it'll filter that in there when it needs it, instead of just haphazardly. Now, these guys, can be on a timer, I suppose. We're taking all of the materials, all of that material, and we're bringing it down here, and then popping it back up again here. And that is feeding into all of this stuff, which we don't really need to do. We've got 193 graphene with really no purpose for them. So here's another use for this. Turning both of those things off right now would be advantageous for us. So let's replicate that. I will replicate it and I will see you in a second. Okay, we have got it done. So now we've got a little bit of graphene here built up and the other built up. They're all connected up, and we've shut it off at 200 once the suit gets to over 200. So we got 201 in there. That's great. That's done. Now, one thing I've noticed as I've been doing this is I'm no longer getting any coal. I don't know. I guess I'm pulling coal from, where am I pulling coal from? Carbon 332. Yeah, there's very little. Okay, so we're going to need to get coal back online. Carbon, rather, back online. I don't think that I'm pulling much, if any, from here. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. No, I think I am over here. It's just... yeah, I think I am. I think I have a fair amount in there still. So we are getting some coal, and that is going into this, which is currently empty. So that should theoretically now, since we're not using it except for down here, we've got some stored there. Wow. Yeah, that's the other thing is sending. It would be nice if I could go, you know, I've got plenty of science. I don't need to That would be very, very, very complicated. Unless I had science buildings for every type of science. Could do that. Could definitely do that. And I can see the advantage to doing that, because then you could just shut off the supply to it. If what? I don't think there's such a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can do that with something like this. So if you guys know any way to shut off science, it would be nice to be able to go, you know, if I've got 1,000 science of that particular type in there, don't send any more supplies to it until such a time as I'm actually needing that science. Because, like, why? Why would I do it? Anyway, so there's a couple of things that are kind of controlled. Now, we also want to stop all this nonsense from happening. This production line is excessive. Way too much. I needed it early on, but I don't anymore. Interesting, hey? I'm not even using these buildings at all. The only building I'm using is the first one. So there's no sense in having all of this nonsense here. In fact, what we could do yeah. Get rid of all that. We don't need that. Oh, wow. It's just pouring in there. Why? Because we are actually consuming it. Interesting. But we don't have a big enough supply of carbon yet. So I wonder if I could do another decider here. I bet I could. Let's try it. Let's try another one here. We'll go right here. Inventory sensor. I want you to go in here and tell me how much coal you have in there. And then you have 2. Yeah, it could work. I don't know that it will, but we can test it. Why not? coal. No, it's the opposite. If there's no coal in there, turn it off. If we get coal in there, currently we have 100. So as soon as that's used, gone down to 99. Oh, it turned it on. No. It overrides. They override one another. Oh my gosh, look at that. I tell you what we'll do. How about this? So if there's 0 in there, you got 102. Now there's in there, they're in there. Okay, yeah. It flows through if there is coal in there, but otherwise it will not do it. So we're going to take all those out. Wow. It flows though. It really heavily flows. But it's better than it was. It's better than it was. If we're dry on coal going in here, then there's no sense sending in a whole bunch of plate. So that's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, we'll try that for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe there's even a better way to do it. But I mean, once we get a proper supply of carbon, then we should be a little bit better too. Now, this was all so that we could expand this. All the way to there, because I want to do a bunch of things here. Starting with you, coming all the way down here. And we're going to replicate you. Yeah, that'll work. Oops. Why can't I construct that? Because I don't have any of that stuff on me. Okay, well, we'll just take that then. Hello? And then reproduce you here. Take you. Reproduce you here. And take you. And reproduce you here. Bring you all the way down here. Come on. There you go. Ah. Like so. Then we're also going to actually, I don't want any of this. What is H? Delete all that. And then we're going to delete that, and delete that. Pave it over. And then this. We're pulling all of that out of there. We're going to lose power shortly. How far back do we want to come with that? That's probably, well, no, we'll come back a bit. We'll come back a bit here. How about right to, actually, wouldn't mind making better use of this. Why not put it out here? Then we can do whatever the heck we want with it. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Way, way, way more sense. And then we will run all this way. Like so. Much, much, much better. Get that going. Okay. I guess we might as well get this going too. Hold on a second. Why do we want to distribute this? Right. We want to distribute it. So let's just do it properly here. Let's do this properly. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. So we want this to be 0. We want, right now we've got 3 ahead, so we'll go 3 forward and 1 to the left. And then we'll copy 2 forward And of course, one forward. And then this, we're just going to go into the machine. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that. Truth be told. I might as well make it tight. Okay. Now, screw this. This is nonsense. It's the old way of doing things, and I don't want to do it that way anymore. Now, what we're going to do is create some deciders here. Okay, so I'm going to take because this takes a little bit of time. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got this all set up now. They've all got their things. These ones are all shut off on the pushers because there's actually a bunch in there. I have them set to take it when they get. I'll show you in a second here. So we've chosen the uranium, and there's 0 in this storage right now. And I've said that as soon as we get below 5, turn this on basically. So that one, I'll pump it in there until we get 5. And then shut off. And then fill up this line here, and it'll use it just when it needs it, basically. And otherwise, it will just store tons of it in here, which is exactly what we want. Now, we need to get these guys fired up again. So, we don't have the materials to do that. I think what I'm going to do is get the materials to do that because let's see, I think it's down here. No, I put it up. Is it in here? Yeah, it's in here. So we'll grab half of that for now. And then we can do this, and we can do lots of it. Okay, so good. We will pull it out kind of the same way we did last time, I guess. This one we can strictly do timing. Timing with this one, so actually we can swing it around. Yeah, we can swing it around, I think. So we'll go I'm going to go one in. Like so. Yep, that'll work, I think. I need to be one away from it. That will be fine. And then we can come back out. Or I could do it from that one. Yeah, maybe I'll do it from that one. All right. Actually, I think I will just come this way. Hook you guys up, like so. And then we can just do timers on this, and there's really no reason not to do timers on this. Except I don't need to do that. So we're going to take uranium rods, and we're going to take them in every 40 seconds. Like so. And away we go. Our power was definitely pretty sketchy, 92%. Yeah, well, actually that's not bad, considering. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all of this. Oops. This is where mass erase is not going to be my friend, because I'll just end up getting rid of everything. And that won't be good. Get out of my way, buddy. Okay. I could go and get rid of all the electrics underneath, but okay. So currently we are operating at peak efficiency for everything. So 4 is good enough for right now, and everything is nicely out of the way, except for this. We're going to do this as an out. Which is the whole reason that we did this. Except what I want to do is split off. I want a pusher right here that is strictly uranium. And then that can go in there. Now everything that's not uranium is going to come out over here. Okay, great. Step 1 is done. All of that just to redistribute here a little bit. Now what we really need is metal, is iron. We need iron coming in, but we need to be able to do it properly. Now, I can't quite remember how to mass upgrade. Wait, hold on, we'll get it. I can do it this way, but, oh, right, this is the old docking station. Do we have the upgraded docking station? Where is it? Where would it be? Harpoon connector. I guess we don't. Do we not have it? It's possible that I was pretty sure that there is one. Harpoon connector. That's not it. I think that I'm not looking in the right space here. Block. There it is. There it is. Advanced docking station. This is what we need here. And we need a little bit of steel screws in order to do that. Which we have. And we know where we have it. Somewhere. We do. We really do. We know. Let's grab a little bit of this. Maybe 50 is good. Can we just upgrade this? Yes, we can. Upgrade it. Didn't seem to really upgrade anything. Water. Yeah, it did. Power is connected. Water is not connected. Oh. I don't understand this. Zero efficiency. Not quite sure what's going on there. We haven't got anything connected to it. Oh, what? Oh, wait. No, power is connected and it's running over here to these stations. But they're not powered up. Is it because we haven't connected? No, we have connected. 100% efficiency. Why is that? Why is that? I'm confused. Is this look right, wrong to you? Like, what's going on? There we go. That seems to be about right now. Maybe I didn't upgrade both sides and that was the problem. Quite possible. Oh, except that's running the opposite way now. Yeah, we don't want that running that way. We want to destruct that. We want to go out with that. Okay. And then we're going to go like so. Okay. There we go. That's better. That's significant step forward. Everything is producing now and everything's at 100% efficiency. Okay. So, I think I want to do some more of this. Like so. And then good. And then we just basically replicate this here, 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 and here. There. Now, I'm just going to take out one because we're not going to run all this. I'm just going to run one extra. Perfect. Okay. The next step for us is metal. We need iron badly. Ooh, wow, it goes right through. Neat. Interesting, interesting. Okay. So we're going to need to make a goodly sum of these miners. And if I just throw a bunch of this in here, we should be able to stockpile some miners. Because we're going to need a fair amount. Because right now, these guys, all these guys on this side are ice. The first one on that side is ice and the rest are iron. I'm going to be converting them all to ice. Because we're going to, this is fantastic now, by the way. That's awesome. We have no shortage of water up here at all. But we're going to need so much water, like a ridiculous amounts of water. So, we are, let's just do that for a second, because I don't want to get, this needs to be managed a little bit better. Definitely needs to be managed better. And I'm not quite sure how to manage this, because it's a little trickier. It's a timing thing. Here's what we'll do. Here is what we'll do. We'll go like that. And then we will go logic. Like so. And then we will go inventory sensor. We're going to put this inventory sensor over here. Oh, you can't do water? Are you kidding me? You can't sense water. Oh, that's a crime right there. That is a crime. Because we've got lots of water in here. We should be able to detect how much water there is. Like, am I missing something there? Let me just try this again here. I can detect ice, but I can't detect water? Like, what's this? That's hydrotonic. No, definitely not. Bummer. What the heck is that? Prism. Huh. Yeah, you cannot do it. Well, if you guys know of a way to do that, let me know. Because that's silly. Is there any way to trick this system here? There really isn't. As far as I can tell, there isn't any way to do that. So we just got to funnel it all in there, sadly. And it'll just keep building and building and building and building. Well, yeah, I don't know. If you guys know of any way to... what's going on here? Why is that choking here? Because it's coming down. Wow. See, this is where I say that it would be easier to just start all over again, because we're not... Holy cow, look at this. That's great, 650. We need a better way to store ice. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess right now. It's a big bit of a mess right now. These things are... that was a waste. Yeah, just a waste. Huh. Yeah, we got problems all through this system, and you can see why I'm saying it would be easier to restart, because there's so many choke points here that are just not my friend at all. Anyway, but we got to leave it here. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is worth a restart, or do you think we can just turn this puppy around? I could completely clear the decks of everything, wipe out the first level, wipe out the second level, and restart, reconfigure everything. I could put all these basically build a smelting facility over here that will smelt all the things that I'm going to, that I could possibly smelt, basically, and store them maybe on the side over here. I don't know. Possible. And then replicate the same model. Like I could come out all the way to the edge here and have a smelting facility for what I connect to on this island, and then do the same thing over here, have a smelting facility for everything that I connect to on this island. I mean, that's definitely possible and probably more efficient. I could split out everything as it comes across. Split out my materials to different lines here, and then split them out further once they come in, and then store them on the edge here. We could take all of this stuff, clear it all out, make manufacturing being the first and the second story here. And I mean, but then you start thinking, well, God, that's going to be 10 episodes, maybe 20 episodes. Be easier to just start again. But maybe not. Anyway, that's it for today, though. We're going to wrap this episode up. Give me your thoughts. What do you think? Just keep motoring or turn this ship around and start from square one. But thanks for watching. If you're considering watching another, click the I like this button, leave a comment, and what the heck, if you haven't done so already, why not subscribe? And if you have, well, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Please share and enjoy, and hopefully I will see you next time in this mess, this horrible mess of Astro colony. So long.